One of the most interesting things I've learned from working with advisory firms over the years is this. The firms that command the strongest valuations are rarely the firms that are focused on valuation. They're focused on building great businesses. Hi, I'm Lauren Kaufman. When most advisors hear the word valuation, they immediately think about a transaction, maybe a succession plan, or maybe a merger. Some future event that feels years away. But what I see every day is that the decisions you're making right now are already impacting the future value of your business. Every hire, every leadership decision, every client experience, every process, every effort to develop the next generation. You're either building enterprise value or you're unintentionally limiting it. One question I often ask advisors is, if someone were looking at your business today, what would they actually be buying? Yes, they'd be buying revenue, but they'd also be buying your team, your culture, your client retention, your growth engine, your leadership structure, and perhaps most importantly, they're buying confidence that the business can continue to thrive without being dependent on one person. That's why two firms with similar revenue can have dramatically different valuations. Because value isn't just about what the business earns, it's about how the business operates. The strongest firms are typically not built around a single rainmaker. They're built around a team vision, a repeatable client experience, and a business model that can scale. At ClientWise, that's why we look at valuations differently. Certainly, we help advisors understand what the business is worth today, but honestly, that's only one part of the conversation. The more interesting question is, what could this business be 3 years from now, 5 years from now? What opportunities exist? What risks need to be addressed? And what could make this business even more transferable, scalable, and sustainable? Because your valuation should never be viewed as a report card. It's a roadmap. It's a way to better understand the business you've built and identify what comes next. At the end of the day, the goal isn't simply to know your number. The goal is to build a business that creates options. Options for growth, options for succession, options for future ownership transitions, and ultimately, options for the life and legacy you want to create. The most valuable advisory firms aren't built by accident. They're built intentionally. At ClientWise, we take a coaching lens to the valuation process. Of course, there's analytics and financial rigor behind it, but we also want advisors to walk away understanding the business differently. What is the story the business is telling? What opportunities exist? And how do we intentionally build a stronger company over time? Because the goal is not just understanding what the business is worth today, it's understanding how to build something even more valuable tomorrow.